Welcome to Important Updates, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you are new here, do not forget to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss an update. I bet you didn't know just how much the Canada-United States-Mexico Agreement, or CUSMA, shapes the future of North American trade. CUSMA stands as the backbone of North American trade, having replaced the long-standing NAFTA in 2020. This landmark agreement was designed to modernize and strengthen economic ties between Canada, the United States, and Mexico, reflecting the evolving realities of global commerce. Every day, CUSMA governs the flow of billions of dollars in goods and services moving seamlessly across borders. From auto parts and agricultural products to digital services and energy, the agreement touches nearly every sector of the North American economy. The United States remains Canada's largest trading partner, making this relationship especially crucial for Canadian businesses and workers. The interconnected supply chains support millions of jobs and drive innovation across the continent. CUSMA brought trade rules into the 21st century, introducing new provisions for digital trade, stronger protections for intellectual property, and higher environmental standards. These updates help ensure North America remains competitive in a rapidly changing global market. A unique feature of CUSMA is its sunset clause, which requires all three countries to jointly review the agreement every 6 years. The first of these critical reviews is set for July 2026, marking a pivotal moment for the future of North American trade. While this review process helps keep the agreement relevant and adaptable, it also introduces a level of uncertainty. Renegotiations could lead to significant changes in trade rules, impacting businesses, workers, and consumers alike. As the 2026 review approaches, leaders and policymakers across North America are developing strategies and preparing for complex negotiations, fully aware that the stakes are incredibly high for Canada's economy and its trading partners. The outcome of this review will shape the direction of North American trade for years, if not decades to come, influencing everything from job creation to economic growth. Understanding how this process unfolds is essential for anyone interested in the future of Canada's economy and its place in the world. The health and stability of CUSMA is a top priority for all three nations, as it underpins prosperity and cooperation across the continent. The upcoming review is more than a routine check. It's a critical test of this vital relationship, and its results will echo throughout North America's future. The 2026 CUSMA review is about updating, not scrapping, the deal. Prime Minister Mark Carney, President Trump, and President Sheinbaum are focused on improving the agreement, not ending it. While the U.S. signals all options are on the table, Carney emphasizes constructive talks and downplays any threat of withdrawal. The review is built into CUSMA to address new challenges as the global economy evolves. For Canada, the priority is keeping North America competitive, especially against rivals like China. Leaders' focus on review, not repeal, signals commitment to partnership and economic stability. The 2026 talks will be a pivotal moment to modernize the deal and resolve ongoing disputes. Despite tough public talk, President Trump hasn't privately threatened to end CUSMA. Prime Minister Carney confirms that private discussions focus on the 2026 review's details, not withdrawal. This reassures Canadian businesses that the trade relationship remains stable. Public rhetoric may be heated, but real negotiations are measured and professional. Carney's statements help prevent market uncertainty and reinforce that the partnership isn't on the brink. The groundwork is being laid for a structured review, not a sudden cancellation. All three countries are preparing for serious negotiations within the existing framework. U.S. tariffs on Canadian steel, aluminum, autos, and lumber remain a major friction point. These tariffs hurt key Canadian industries and have become a political issue at home. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre criticizes Carney for not securing relief, but Carney insists these complex issues must be addressed in the broader CUSMA review. Even with CUSMA, sectors can be targeted with protective measures. Resolving these disputes is a top priority for Canada in the upcoming review. For now, affected industries face continued pressure until at least 2026. The fate of these sectors is tied to the outcome of the main negotiations. Prime Minister Carney says sector-specific deals to lift tariffs before 2026 are highly unlikely. Canada once hoped for smaller agreements, but now all issues are being rolled into the main CUSMA negotiations. The U.S. prefers a comprehensive approach, using tariff relief as leverage for broader concessions. Past attempts at sectoral deals stalled after political tensions, showing how sensitive talks can be. Both sides now accept that a single, all-encompassing negotiation is the only path forward. This means Canadian industries affected by tariffs must wait for the main review. Carney's strategy shift signals a complex bargaining process ahead. Success in one sector may require compromises in another. The stage is set for high-stakes negotiations in 2026. The U.S. is ramping up pressure on Canada's protected dairy industry, a sector that has long been shielded by strict regulations and tariffs to support Canadian farmers and maintain stable prices. Alongside dairy, American negotiators are also scrutinizing Canada's digital policies as part of the CUSMA review, seeking changes that could impact how digital services operate across borders. The U.S. wants greater access to Canada's lucrative dairy market, aiming to increase the presence of American milk, cheese, and other products on Canadian shelves. This means directly challenging Canada's supply management system, a cornerstone of the country's agricultural policy that many Canadians fiercely defend. Another flashpoint is Canada's Online Streaming Act, which requires platforms like Netflix and Disney+ to promote and invest in Canadian content, ensuring local stories are seen and heard. The U.S. argues this policy puts American companies at a disadvantage, calling it unfair and demanding it be reconsidered in the negotiations. At the provincial level, the U.S. is also pushing Ontario to lift long-standing bans on American wine, beer, and spirits in grocery stores, seeking more opportunities for American producers. These demands reveal that the U.S. is preparing a broad and ambitious list for the upcoming trade talks, touching on multiple sectors. Each issue targets sensitive Canadian policies: agriculture, culture, and provincial rules, areas that are deeply tied to national identity and local economies. Canada now faces a complex challenge: how to balance these external demands with the need to protect its own interests and values. Navigating this extensive wish list will require careful strategy, tough trade-offs, and a clear sense of what's at stake for Canadians. The 2026 CUSMA review will be a major test of Canada's ability to defend its priorities on the international stage. Prime Minister Carney has made it clear that protecting Canada's supply management system for dairy and poultry is a top priority for his government, especially as international trade talks intensify. He firmly states that the country will continue to safeguard its dairy, poultry, and egg industries, even in the face of mounting pressure from the United States to open up these sectors. The government views supply management as absolutely essential for ensuring the stability and livelihoods of Canadian farmers, and insists it will not be used as a bargaining chip in trade negotiations. On the digital front, Canada is also standing firm, defending its right to promote and protect its unique culture through the Online Streaming Act, which supports Canadian creators and content. While the U.S. criticizes these measures as protectionist, Canadian officials argue that such policies are crucial for preserving the nation's identity and supporting its creative industries. Carney has indicated that while Canada is open to compromise in some areas, there are clear red lines, dairy and culture, where no concessions will be made. If a favorable agreement cannot be reached, Canada is prepared to explore new trading partnerships, signaling its willingness to diversify and strengthen its global economic ties. This strong stance not only gives Canada leverage at the negotiating table, but also sends a clear message that it will not simply accept all U.S. demands without question. The ongoing clash over these fundamental issues is set to shape the high-stakes drama surrounding the renewal of the CUSMA trade agreement. With Canada's defensive posture now firmly established, the stage is set for a challenging and potentially contentious round of negotiations in the months ahead. Provincial governments, especially Ontario, play a key role in trade talks, supporting the federal stance on alcohol sales. Ontario Premier Doug Ford refuses to open grocery stores to American alcohol until a broader deal is reached. This united front strengthens Canada's bargaining position and complicates U.S. efforts to divide negotiators. Provincial policies on alcohol, environment, and procurement impact international trade. Coordination between Ottawa and the provinces is crucial for a successful agreement. A united Canada is stronger at the bargaining table. As 2026 nears, federal-provincial alignment will be critical to Canada's success. As 2026 approaches, watch for key signals in public rhetoric and negotiation priorities. Leaders' statements reveal top priorities and tactics, shaping the tone of talks. The main issues: U.S. demands on dairy, streaming, and alcohol. Canada's push to remove tariffs. How these issues are bundled will show potential trade-offs. Industry and provincial lobbying will influence negotiations behind the scenes. Provincial premiers' support is vital for implementing any deal. The U.S. aims for greater North American integration to compete with China. Talks could lead to a more unified economic bloc, or major changes. The big question: will the renewed agreement strengthen Canada's economy and protect its interests? The outcome will shape North American trade for years to come.